Why are these people pulling all these fucking things? And dying. Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
MMORPGs, which stands for Massive Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Games, is pretty much a game that's online where you play with anybody pretty much around the world on various servers.
This is Guild Wars 2. You have a lot more limited choice than you would with some other games, but pretty much you have 5 races to choose from, and you can pick whatever floats your boat. I usually go human or Sylvari, which is like a plant woman type thing.
And I remember when I first bought the game, I didn't want anybody to see me, and I had my mom go up to the register and pay for it for me so that no one would know, and I was so ashamed.
Let's go with Sarah because they're really ugly. And then pretty much after you choose your race, you can pick your class, and whatever class you choose is pretty much determines your play style for the rest of the game.
If a new expansion comes out or something like that, I can definitely play for 18 hours a day for a week straight. So maybe that's an addiction. Some people might say that's an addiction.
But anything from their hair, no, to their face, you can pretty much customize any, ooh, these are all terrifying, but you can pretty much customize anything about, anything about your character.
The first guild I ever joined was with my friends in real life, but they were also other people in the guild that I didn't know in real life, I guess. And I'm still friends with them on Facebook and stuff, and I've never actually met them.
Down here are all your different abilities, which you can change up as much as you want, and you can change based on what weapon you're using. And you're going to want to use different weapons for different skills depending on, I guess, various fighting situations.
Girls who play games are oftentimes branded as only playing those games because they like the attention they get from it, which never really made any sense to me, and it's definitely not true from what I've found. And I've gotten anything from people completely not saying anything about it, which is what I want. I don't want people to judge how I'm playing a game based on my gender, just like I don't want to be judged for my gender in everyday life.
The stats you have, like how much health you have or how much power you have, is based on what gear you're wearing and how good your weapons are. You can see what kinds of different gear she's wearing here. And she's wearing race-specific gears.
But I've also gotten guys who have, criticized my gameplay because they knew I was a girl, I guess. Or they just make really rude comments to you until you kind of leave.
I gained experience down here, and pretty much as soon as this bar fills up, I will go to the next level. You can get experience by questing or completing storylines or doing dungeons, things like that.
I think they build certain skills like teamwork and maybe strategizing, because they definitely take a certain amount of strategizing to accomplish things, and I guess you could learn in that way, but I guess you could kind of say it's for shut-ins. I found that if I'm playing WoW or something for a long period of time and I'm really into it, and my friends are like, hey, do you want to go out to get coffee? And I'm like, oh man, I'm real sick. But I'm actually not. I'm actually just at home playing WoW. So in that way, yeah, I would definitely say they're in for shut-ins a little bit. But I mean, I think it's all finding a balance between how much you're playing games and how much you're, doing real life activities and contributing to society. But I think you can find that with just about any hobby you have, not necessarily just games. I mean, someone could be really into knitting and spend all their time knitting and not want to go out because of it. It's not necessarily because knitting's for shut-ins, it's just because they're really addicted to knitting. So
I won. You did? They didn't kill me once.